Morning. So I guess the family conversation today is actively participating in our own healing. I'm sure glad I downgraded to beer and not every night. When you got so much fire in you, you know, where the hell are you going to put that shit? All right. So let's see here. Let's do some tarot, huh? See what we need to work on. Where our heart space is at today. Let's see here. I'm going to do it this way today. Hope everyone's doing well. We got 3, 5, 11, huh? All right. Good choice. Good choice. And actively participating in our own healing means being honest with ourselves. All the time. Everywhere. I especially liked a meme I saw yesterday. It's about the truth, too. It was something like Taurus receiving an apology. And so I was like, I'm sorry. Bitch, you're blocked. Yeah, especially when you send a text message. Fuck off. You're being chicken shit. Stay the fuck away or you better come correct, right? A bitch be gone. Oh, let's just take it. What we got here? Ooh, we got Mars force. Well, I personally have a stellium in Libra. Got Saturn in the center, and Pluto, Mars. Mars are 101, by the way. Force, number 5. All right. Yeah. Sometimes we have to force ourselves by any means to come out of our shells. Well, that's what drinking can do. Opens up. I like to pull an emotion and motive on that. Yeah, we got 2. All right. What do we got here? We got conviction. We'll have to work on our convictions, the things we stand for. Where there is a will, there is a way. Firmly held belief or value, unwavering dedication to an ideal. That goes with force. And we got equanimity. Ooh. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Calmness and composure, sound judgment, and presence of mind. This is Leo and Pisces. Which is, yeah. Pisces and Leo, that's pretty opposite. It's like drowning the sun in the sea. I wouldn't know anything about that one. Not at all. And conviction was a Aries and Libra. I myself, I have a stellium in Libra. And I have a stellium in Sagittarius. So what happens if you had 3 air and 3 fire? Kaboom! Man, we got a lot of red and oranges going on here today. I got a fire burner, apparently. Tigger always has to get her 2 cents in. As soon as anybody starts talking, she thinks she's the boss over everybody on the planet. I'd like to pull a rune on that one. How about that? All right, we'll pop down here. Protection and safety. Well, I guess we've been testing that one, huh? Stop. All right. Give me a bit of guidance on that. Relationships take a lot of work. Doesn't matter what kind of relationship. But the weird thing is, people like to think that relationships are manageable. That they can manage a relationship like their desk. All right, that's there. All right, okay, and now I'm in control. Shit don't work like that. Especially not without being open and free to begin with. And seeing all the sides of each other. Justice is a challenging thing, isn't it? When we feel like we've been wronged repeatedly, and it doesn't seem or feel like God, the universe, or society, anybody's going to back us up. It takes 20 years to get any justice, and by then you're over it, or you're just stuck in a groove every day, just hoping that guy that ran over your kid in the street, somebody put his ass down, kind of thing. You sit there, none, two wrongs don't make a right, right? But the heart feels what it feels, right? Looks like I need to take them outside. They say it's too nice out. But the roommate's dog's out there. All right. Should be the top one. The initiation, rites of passage, crossing the threshold. Yeah. This has a lot to do with being honest with ourselves. Straight through and through. Because nobody can initiate anyone. You can think that they're initiating you into the cult or whatever. But that's not an initiation. That's just handing over your power. A power that technically isn't worth having. If it's just so easily given away. So it doesn't make an organization any stronger having a bunch of people a bunch of yes men. Those are not people that can get shit done. They're just there to pay the dues. Keep the lights on or some shit like that. Divine Feminine. It looks like Kali would fit in this reading. I mean, obviously this is energy bled over from earlier, from last night, since I just woke up. Not that I really slept. Okay. Life just takes on a mind of its own after being at the bottom of a well for years, All right. Yeah, let's just split to it. What do you got for us? Saraswati. I believe there's a funny Hindu joke in that. Because Hindus are highly against intoxicating substances. But that also has to do with making sure that everybody wakes up ignorant so they can all be chained together. In one way of looking at it. And then if you go through the full dark night of the soul, yeah, chemicals are involved. And the journey is a lot more intense. And those people like that are the ones that they made the characteristics of into the devas. Those who woke up as, I am God, I will kill them all. Give me my goddamn Vimana, and we're gonna nuke this mother. What family? That's where they're like, you know, you look like you're waking up. I know that there's a place you could go. Jesus went there. It's in Nepal. You know, once you head up there, I think they got something for you up there. Oh, yeah? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. And so the joke behind it is, well, music deeply comes from the deeper dark night of the soul that comes through a lot of suffering and visions and intoxication and starvation and dealing with the universal spirit. And so she is the goddess of the arts. And so, well, if you just woke up, just like, oh, I saw it. Okay, I'm going back to work, go to church. And where's your creative gifts? And so, Saraswati, are you sorry you swatted at me? Are you sorry you swatted at me? You should be, because I'm gonna sing you a lullaby. Dun, 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 dun. Fade to black. No. The goddess of self-knowledge. See, in my awakening, Ara, A-R-A, that word means intuition. A-R-A, within, experiences within, self. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. All right. Well, let's get an ancestor to balance with Sarah. Love is patient, love is kind, but you never knew love unless you knew the other side of that turned you into being so patient and kind. Easy come, easy go, right? If you can just go buy a dog for companionship, then yeah, you got a dog. But you probably won't put the time into him. Yeah, let's just take the top one here. What we got? Yes, true. This is where we live at. Only it seems like the past never goes away and the future never catches up. So it's just like stuck in a goddamn groove. We got the seer. goddess of self-knowledge, and the seer. Seer, see beyond the current situation. Well, that has a lot of hope in it as well, doesn't it? All right. Let me give myself some more space here. Remember, I don't have all my decks set out before me. Quite in this method. Just give me a moment here. We want to pull one of those. You know, it's hard to imagine how much damage drinking hard alcohol does to us if we have beyond 1 or 2 drinks a week. Spending too much time with somebody I'm not seeing at the moment, and changing away from that situation. I've noticed my system's been like normalizing in such a interesting way that I couldn't see that it was damaged. I mean, obviously. Most people take things to get away from themselves. I just do it. This is Sparta on my own ass. And then climb back up and say, what the hell are you doing up here? Get your ass back down there, mother. I think I got a little space for me. Us here. I'll show you our spread once we're finished. For what we're working on today. Participating in our own healing. Two wrongs don't make a right. That can also have to do with how thinking about the last 10 hours or whatever I've gone over. Sometimes the wrong thing is how everybody just turns their back, doesn't say anything, and just waits for everything to sort itself out, holds all those feelings in, doesn't ever say anything to anybody, not willing to, and making sure that nobody else can do the same either. That's kind of the world we've been living in, where everybody just has to sit there and stew in their own shit all the time, right in the back of their throat, 24 hours a day. As soon as you're like, you're fired. Or here's the other way. You babied. Oh, here you want a sucker? Here you want a sucker? You want to play? Here's your TV. Oh, it's break time. Just keep you busy all the time. Like a child. And then, if you ever speak up, I did all that for you. Jeez. That's a good narcissistic move. You smother somebody with the absence of love and call it love. And as soon as they start wising up or say anything outside the box, and that's when you burn them. And you make sure that you do it before you do it with the community, right? Well, my whole world might as well be a community, so just burn one, smoke them all if you got them. Ain't doing no good, just taking up space. All right. Let's try this one more time. I'm gonna pull 3 cards out of here. This is what I'm told. Yep. Oh my God, let's do a split. Has a lot to do with just spending time together. We got King of Wands reversed. Interesting card. So, King of Wands reversed. We had a man holding a torch in his hand in his pocket. With a lion behind him, like he ain't worried about shit. Well, lion's thinking about dinner. But the man is unafraid. But we're reversing it. So, yeah. I would say this card has to do with what I'm speaking of. It has to do with openness. More like temperance. Like the woman sticking her hand inside the lion's mouth. Only kind of more forcefully submissive, I feel, in this case. I would say that's kind of a put up or shut up. Take me as I am, right? Where the King of Wands is like, you can't touch me. You can't touch me. You can't touch me. I'm hiding in plain sight. This is honesty with ourselves. Vulnerability. In this reading, I feel. What we got secondly? We have the 8 of Cups. We have the lighting. We have a woman standing on the beach with a cup. It kind of looks like a bowl. It's like a campfire. There's a fire in that bowl floating down the river. The woman's got her back to us. Kind of reminds me of a Viking king's funeral. Because, like, she put her problems in the bowl, all her negativity, and she set it on fire, and she's letting it run down the river and walk away. We've been doing that a few hundred times. I'm sure there's probably a dam where down the river where all these beavers are just waiting for the next boulder to come down so they can finish their house or start building into a tree house on top of the river. There's probably a bunch of cups down there somewhere. And thirdly, we got Taurus and the Hierophant. So, we have honesty with ourselves, the King of Wands, reverse. Standing in our truth and power, unashamed and unfazed. Willing to take what comes to us. Leaving the past behind with the hope of anything more. So that's being open. With the Hierophant, which is like a Pope card. Different than the Emperor. It's a different kind of rulership. He He's sitting before the stairway to heaven. With the tree of life up at the top of the stairs, and he doesn't even need to go up there. Or he's already been, and he's just sitting at the bottom cracking it up. Doesn't need to leave, and doesn't need to go in. It's just like, here we are. We don't have to force things that are natural for us. But things that aren't natural for us, we have to try. Our strengths end up being our weakness because we rely on our strengths too much. And our weaknesses end up becoming our strength because that's the only place for potential growth. All right. Who's our Egyptian deity today? We got Amit. Right. So this is all about purification. Continually putting our cares into the fire. In a cup, setting them on fire. Letting them go. I think this is a powerful card in this reading. It's positive. And that's number 30. All right. Who's next? We need a planet, a sign, and a house. Okay, we'll take this planet. We have Mercury. You know, the High Priestess only has one planet in retrograde, and that's Mercury. I would know. It doesn't give anybody control over it, that's for sure. Here's a house. The third. And a sign. Man. We got a lot of fire in this. So we got Mercury and Aries in the third house. What does that tell us today? Communicate your willpower by making the right connections. That's in the spiritual. In the mental, we need to analyze what we think about, what we think we know, what we think we know about the idea in question. I'm coming up with nothing. What was the question? Participating in our own healing. Well, yeah. That's what we're doing. Reflection. let your mind tell you how to do it your own way and get your ideas going. Here we are. Here's Mercury, Aries, in the third house. You know, the hardest part about spirituality for most people is the part where you got to be alone. You have to think about everything in the past repeatedly and how you could have gone differently, how ignorant everyone was at the time, how everyone's different now. Maybe. I mean, everyone's a different person every minute. It's challenging to move forward when there's nowhere to move forward, though, isn't it? And that's where most of spirituality comes in. When the spirit doesn't have somewhere to run away to, you have to keep smashing your face against that mirror to get all them shards of glass stuck in there real good. You wouldn't want to do it half-assed now, would you? So we have the Great Taming. 26. Pardon me. Constancy bears fruit. Dang constancy. Not eating at home, good fortune. Fruitful to cross the great river. Here we are. Not eating at home. We're eating with you. You know, one thing that always bothers everyone is that things that never had closure. Which, when we think about it, death itself is a closure and leaves no closure. When you move, there's no way to keep the people from the old place and the old routines, and it's difficult to keep connection with anyone after two people have moved on, because it doesn't work unless you have a day-to-day relationship or week-to-week. There has to be constancy. There has to be a routine to love. Sure. Let's take one out of the middle, shall we? We got this little guy, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups under it, the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Wands. Nope, that'll work. Page of Wands, He's a tough little guy. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful cards, aren't they? And the Ace of Cups was actually the second card, I believe. That's very positive. His trust in the messenger. By knowing what our heart seeks us to. If we're patient, we work at it however we can each day. When we get there in time, it'll get here in time. Well, that's all I got right now. And yeah, it was a powerful conversation we've had. Just seeing if you can read what's on my mind. Have a great day.